Theft is a broad category of criminal offenses that involve the unlawful taking of someone else's property. The specific classification and legal consequences of theft can vary depending on the nature of the act, the value of the property stolen, and other circumstances. 1. Petty theft, larceny. Definition. Petty theft involves stealing property of relatively low value, typically below a certain monetary threshold set by state law. Examples: shoplifting inexpensive items from a store, stealing a wallet containing a small amount of cash. Legal implications. Misdemeanor, generally charged as a misdemeanor, resulting in penalties such as fines, community service, probation, or short-term imprisonment. 2. Grand theft, larceny. Definition. Grand theft involves stealing property of higher value, exceeding the threshold for petty theft. Examples: stealing electronics worth several $1,000s, embezzling a significant amount of money from an employer. Legal implications. Felony or high-grade misdemeanor, often charged as a felony, carrying more severe penalties, including longer imprisonment, higher fines, and restitution. 3. Burglary definition. Burglary involves unlawfully entering a building or structure with the intent to commit a theft or another felony inside. Examples: breaking into a house to steal jewelry, entering a business after hours to commit theft. Legal implications. Felony, typically charged as a felony, with significant penalties depending on factors such as the use of force, presence of occupants, and prior criminal record. 4. Robbery definition. Robbery involves taking property from another person through the use of force, intimidation, or threat. Examples: mugging someone on the street and taking their wallet, holding up a bank with a weapon and demanding money. Legal implications. Felony, considered a violent crime and charged as a felony, resulting in severe penalties, including long-term imprisonment. 5. Armed robbery definition. Armed robbery, a form of robbery committed with the use or threat of a weapon. Examples: using a gun to rob a convenience store, wielding a knife to force someone to hand over their valuables. Legal implications. Aggravated. Felony carries even harsher penalties than simple robbery, often including enhanced sentences due to the involvement of a weapon. 6. Embezzlement. Definition. Embezzlement involves the fraudulent taking of property or funds by a person in a position of trust or responsibility, such as an employee or officer of an organization. Examples: an accountant siphoning funds from a company's accounts, a financial advisor misappropriating clients' investments. Legal implications. Felony or high-grade misdemeanor. Penalties vary based on the amount embezzled, ranging from restitution and fines to long-term imprisonment. 7. Fraud definition. Fraud involves deceit or deception to obtain money, property, or services unlawfully. Examples: identity theft and using someone's credit card. Insurance fraud by inflating claims to receive more money. Legal implications. Felony or high-grade misdemeanor. Significant penalties, including fines, restitution, and imprisonment, with harsher sentences for complex or large-scale fraud operations. 8. Identity theft definition. Identity theft involves unlawfully obtaining and using someone else's personal information, typically for financial gain. Examples: stealing a person's social security number to open credit accounts, using another person's name and details to file a fraudulent tax return. Legal implications. Felony. Severe penalties, including substantial fines and imprisonment, with additional federal charges possible. 9. Auto theft definition. Auto theft involves the unlawful taking or theft of a motor vehicle. Examples: stealing a car from a parking lot, carjacking, which combines theft and the use of force or threat. Legal implications. Felony. Considered a serious offense with penalties including imprisonment, fines, and potentially enhanced charges for related crimes like carjacking. 10. Shoplifting definition. Shoplifting Involves stealing merchandise from a retail establishment without paying for it. Examples: taking items from a store without paying, switching price tags to pay less for an item. Legal implications: misdemeanor or felony. Charge depends on the value of the stolen goods, with potential penalties including fines, restitution, community service, or imprisonment. 11. Receiving stolen property definition. Receiving stolen property involves accepting or purchasing property known to be stolen. Examples: buying a stolen laptop from someone, possessing goods acquired through theft. Legal implications: misdemeanor or felony. Penalties depend on the value of the property and the defendant's knowledge and intent, with possible fines and imprisonment.